Hey everyone, my name is Haroldo Paz, and for this assignment, I'm going to be talking about Gantt charts and project management. Just think about how challenging it would be to juggle a dozen balls at once. You'd have to keep your eye on all of them and know when to catch exactly each one of them. If you miss just one, this could ruin the whole performance. Project management is similar to this. To complete a project successfully, you must control a large number of activities and ensure that they're completed on schedule. If you miss a deadline or finish a task out of sequence, there could be like a domino effect on the rest of the project, and it could deliver late as a result and cost a lot of more money. That's why it's helpful to be able to see everything that needs to be done and know at a glance when each activity needs to be completed.
This is exactly where Gantt charts come in handy. So what are Gantt charts? A Gantt chart is a project management tool that is often used to simplify and manage team members' workflow for the duration of a project. It creates a visual representation of all the tasks assigned to the respective team members, the specific timeline, and delivery dates for each of them. So basically, they represent crucial information in a project, such as who is assigned to what, task durations, and all the overlapping activities that will occur. Um, they outline all of the tasks involved in a project and their order shown against a timescale. This gives you like an instant overview of a project. So yeah, Gantt charts are visual representation of tasks plotted against time. So let's talk a little about the origins. Although the Gantt chart is named after Henry Gantt, an American engineer and project management consultant, he was not the first one to devise it. It was devised first by Karol Adamiecki, who was a polish engineer in the 1980s. He created it for his steelworks unit, but later on, Henry Gantt customized it for his clients. Today, Gantt charts are used most popularly for project scheduling and general control. So every Gantt chart has four main components. Let's take a quick look at each of them. First of all, we have labels. The Gantt chart format places labels along the y-axis to indicate what you're organizing. Then we have bars. Time runs along the x-axis of the Gantt chart. Bars on the chart attached to each label allow you to visualize duration. For example, if you're tracking a project, each bar will tell you how long its associated task is expected to take. When tracking your workforce, for example, each bar will inform you of the associated workers' availability. Then we have milestones. When tracking a project, you'll naturally want to identify which tasks are associated with important milestones, such as project phases. These milestones are linked to the relevant bars and easily visualized in the Gantt chart. And finally, we have dependencies. As mentioned earlier, one of the major advantages of Gantt charts is the ability to map out dependencies among the. So now let's talk about Gantt chart functions. There are many ways project managers and organizations can use Gantt charts to help them with their projects. Here are some of the most popular ways in which Gantt charts are used. Number one, to create a thorough and detailed timeline for projects. Suppose a project starts from day one and is estimated to be completed on day 400. Managing the workflow for each day can be quite a task. A project manager can use a Gantt chart to break up the project into different components, assign deadlines for each component, and assign tasks within those components to ensure the project gets completed on time. Gantt charts can also be used to set deadlines the team can actually meet. Gantt charts provide an excellent way of setting internal deadlines for team members. They can easily track the progress of each component and section of the project and compare it with the overall performance of each team member. This makes it easier for teams to set realistic deadlines and meet them on time. Visual representation of the overall workflow. A lot of teams feel that if they have a visual of their tasks and the project's workflow, they can actually understand the scope and work better. Having a visual representation of the project helps project managers and team members understand the project, its requirements, and the different resources they need to complete them. A Gantt chart is a customizable option for project development and management that organizes an entire team based on the entire project's visual representation. Here are some other Gantt chart functions to break down the project into manageable components. Gantt charts offer project teams an efficient way of breaking down complex projects into manageable and workable components. This will actually help reduce the chances of errors and helps move the project along at a faster pace. Team members do not feel overwhelmed by the project's entirety, either because they have divided complex tasks into easier ones. To monitor the ongoing project, a Gantt chart gives project managers and team leaders an easy to understand representation of the ongoing project's progress. The progress can also be shared with the stakeholders and clients when necessary. Keeping track of the project's progress can be helpful in completing the project on time. When attempting to understand why Gantt charts are important, you will eventually uncover a number of tremendous benefits they provide that many other scheduling tools do not. Let's take a look at those. Number one, easy project visualization. Many other project schedule formats make it hard to properly visualize important factors like interdependence and resource allocations. Gantt charts, on the other hand, are fairly unique in the way that they conveniently display this information. The layout is so simple that elements of the Gantt chart have been adopted by productivity applications meant for the average person. Gantt charts help you visualize your entire project, including the tasks that need to be completed and who is taking care of them using what resources. Number two, better team communication. Gantt charts are very useful for running effective planning meetings. Because a Gantt chart offers a complete picture of your project, it can serve as the single source of truth that all discussions get framed around, providing a single communication platform for all involved departments. Number three, measure task progress, not just completion. One of the best features of this tool is its ability to measure progress towards a task completion rather than having the task exist in a binary finished or not finished state. The format allows team members to update the task percentage of completion and track task dependencies, which is something many other scheduling layouts do not offer. And number four, it facilitates transparency. A properly maintained Gantt chart will make it very clear which workers or aspects of your project are excelling or stalling. This can help management make effective decisions about where to allocate extra attention and resources to keep things running smoothly. Gantt charts can actually be designed to look very simple, as easy as setting a general timeframe for the project and listing all the task owners and allocating them and their tasks into the chart. Or they can also be designed in a more visually enhanced manner, creating interactive dashboards that display task names, division by week, estimated consume time, assignees, due dates, milestones, priorities, and status, as well as task owners and an interactive grid that provides a user view. Finally, here's some additional software for Gantt chart creation. They can provide similar or even better results than Microsoft Project. A Gantt chart can be as effective as a project manager's dedication to the project is. As stated by a very famous mechanical engineer, Wallace Clark, the Gantt chart, because of its presentation of facts and their relation to time, is the most notable contribution to the art of management in this generation.